What are the black holes? Let's first discuss like how are black holes formed. Many of us might know that black hole is the remnant of some dead star when the matter of that dead star collapses under its own gravity to create a singularity and correspondingly an event horizon around it, covering it. But in generality, it is like in generality, the recipe of black hole is basically, nothing but just the violation of the universal constraint put out by the universe on its inhabitants. One of the constraints, like the speed of light constraint, like speed of the speed of light limit. I mean, that nothing in this universe, even the information, can't travel more than the speed of light. And once you do that, you are just out of this universe. You don't really, because that's the definition itself, that anything in this universe, nothing, you know and they can anything in this universe can never travel at the speed of light. That's the definition of everything we exist, just because the speed of light is constant in this universe. Like we have the forces, like electromagnetic forces are just because what they are is just because the speed of light is constant in this universe. If the speed of light was having some value which was less or more than what it is in reality, then we may have the magnitude of this forces, magnitude associated with this forces somewhat different than what they really are. And if the magnitude was different, then maybe the life was not, the formation of light was not really would not be a case, and we not be here a video on the YouTube probably. So the universal puts like several constraints on its inhabitants, and once you try to violate them, then universe is the universal attempt to get you into some conditions, like the like for example, like when you get, as I discussed in special theory of relativity, when you get into some acceleration, then you start noticing things like, for example, the Fitzgerald contraction, time dilation. Some effects occur with you when you start moving, when you get in the motion. So basically that's a universal attempt to stop you or to hinder you to violate its own rule, but still provided that you have enough energy to the violate those things, whatever happens, like whatever happens in your course, and you are enough stubborn to go through, like say for example, you are enough stubborn to send an astronaut to the speed of light, 3 lakh kilometer per second, and you provide like as much energy you want for that astronaut you go to speed of light, then this energy, you are violating the rule of this universe, the 3 lakh kilometer per second. Then if you're violating that, then you are just cutting off yourself from this universe. Even the singularity, which is due to the collapsing of star under its own gravity, even that particular point, the space-time curvature is infinite, and at that point space-time is supposed to is breaking, space-time is breaking at that particular point. So even space-time doesn't exist at that point. And if the universe is itself a space-time, if universe itself a space-time, and at that point where space-time doesn't exist, then it's just a cutoff from the universe. And our each and every physics law, whatever you use, like for example, it can be any law of the physics that exists only in our universe. When it comes to the cutoff of the universe, it no longer applies to that particular point, because it's just the cutoff of your universe, right? Because our laws, like since they were created, they are governed by the rules and the constants which were built, those fundamental constants which are which were built just because of what the fundamental, fundamental constants are dependent on the somehow on the universal constant which was put by our universe. So this physics law, and what, for example, general, you may use general relativity, special relativity, any kind of relativity you use over there, then just those laws will just break over there, just because the universe doesn't exist that, and that particular point is the singularity. where the space-time itself is breaking. And there, as I said throughout the video, in short, I would be like to conclude here that the simple recipe of a black hole is not only just to get a star, get collapse in its own gravity, but in generality, it should be like to create a black hole. The recipe of black hole is very simple. It's like you violate the law of the universe. Here I present you a black hole. It's very simple for that. Also, you guys enjoyed my video, and if you have any questions, then please comment down and please subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.